I could park, go in with her, go over to the food area, buy myself a fucking like hot dog and a fucking pretzel, go back out to the car, and then just fucking bullshit for like a while.
Welcome back to On the Branch.
Welcome back.
We're making grocery plans and doing your favorite drug, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. I gotta say, Amarith, isn't it funny how every time you have a fascinating dream, you have no way of conveying it well? Like, this dream was really cool and really
great. It's always a shitty story.
But yeah, like when you go to tell someone, like the impact it had on you is not the same. Okay, I gotta do my voice now. Okay, Samus, you shouldn't have done that. You ignored your orders. You may have to pay a price for that quite soon. No, it's the same color. Yeah, Samus, you figuring it out? Dot 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 dot.
I just like to see the screen is just like to sit here. It's like, really, I'm gonna have to pay for this.
Amarith, do your most gruff, mean like Samus voice. Do your like, oh, Samus. As you can see, the Federation has been secretly working on a Metroid breeding program. For peaceful applications only, of course. Please understand. But perhaps you already knew of this program's existence? Certainly, you must have had doubts when you saw Sector 1. SRX, a faithful replica of the SR388 ecosystem. You totally put that together, right, Amarith? Mm-hmm. Ideal for raising Alpha, Gamma, Zeta, and even Omega Metroids. Those are the different stages that have different forms.
Which one's the Omega?
Just play
is that the
play AM2R. It's really good.
I was gonna say, is the Omega Metroids like the Omega Space Pirate? Like,
it's a prime form of Metroid.
Is it Bear Share?
This research even uncovered techniques for rapid growth. If you got the Bear Share reference, like, congratulations, you're the new king of On the Branch. You're my new co-host. Bye, Amarith.
You got the 4-year-old callback.
Yeah, you get to be our new 4th member. Imagine creating an Omega from a larval Metroid in days. But that research is finished. The X has smelled out its natural enemy, and one of the SAX is on its way here.
One of? One?
Whoa, Samus has speaking lines. Go for it, Amarith.
I already did.
Don't be so surprised, Samus. You know that the X reproduced by asexual division. Because asexual, that means advanced sexual. This mechanism, there are now no fewer than 10 SAX aboard the station. Oh,
dot. Aggressive
Samus,
ellipses.
You must go. Get out. If you stay too long, the SAX will destroy you. Stop only at a navigation room to uplink to me. I don't know how HQ is going to take this, but you need to report to them immediately. Is your objective clear? Not really, but don't say no. Now, get going. Okay, go that way. You're powered up. John's gonna talk for a while. Okay, yeah.
John's gonna do the branch thing.
A pity about dreams that they like have so much meaning to you, but when you try to express that meaning, you just never can. Because this had a big impact on me. Okay, well, hang on. We'll wait till there's
the real Admiral said the same thing about this, but he would have softened the blow. He was relentless in his criticism, but he always cared, and was not a machine obsessed with duty. No such compassion could exist in that computer.
Okay. I hope we don't have another one of those. I hope there's not like a series of like elevators where we get more and more exposition paragraphs.
Why? You don't like exposition mode?
Okay, cool. All right, explore around here. Yeah, it looks a little Torian, doesn't it?
I'm a little torn.
Okay, so yeah. Pity about the dream thing, because like it's been affecting me for it's been over a week, and I'm still like thinking about it. I'm still in my head going back and justifying the counterfactual as to like why things happened differently. It looks like you come in from above.
Nope. I'm going back for that.
You saw it? Okay, cool. Yeah, you think you have Ice Beam because you've played so much Super Metroid, right? Boy, you are just tanking the damage. So yeah, it hit me pretty hard. Hey, you're gonna have full now though, so there's that. I don't know. I'm just kind of like lamenting I don't live in it, because like we lived in a more rundown house. Like it was a house that was a duplex but only attached to the garage, and it just wasn't in as good a condition. It was a bit smaller, but also we were like, well, we can get a bigger house when we have kids, because the way society and housing work are a bit different. So like
it was good enough.
Yeah, like you still pay for your housing, but you're not paying like crazy ass inflation speculation prices. You're just paying what the house actually costs plus a little bit to live on the land you're living on. Anyway, and like I'm like, oh, this is a shame. Like I don't actually want to go do this.
Go back in
give
time
me a
and
time
stop,
machine. Somebody give me a time machine, right? And time travel does exist. You just find a way to hack reality because we're actually a simulation running code. We're not. I mean, we are a reality, but our reality is a code-based one. So you find an older state somehow. Hopefully things are backed up.
You save
if
state
things are not backed up, then you're screwed. But if someone's got a save state, boy, look at all these branching paths and no idea which one has like the items and which one has the forward. But there's no timer, so you should probably like chill and explore as much as possible.
No, I can't do that.
Oh yeah, so 6 minutes in, this is the bit episode. Hey, it's been a while since we did one of these. Because one, people haven't been leaving us comments down below where they ask me to explain something. You should totally do that right now if you want to. But two, I took a 2-week break from the gamer's drug that became a 2.5-week break because you had mystery COVID. You had Schrodinger's COVID. Which, oh, by the way, we didn't say it's been a whole session.
I didn't have the COVID.
Yeah, you didn't have the COVID yet. Your situation where you might have been exposed, the exposure did not happen to you
because I played it safe.
But yeah, the whole house was on lockdown for an entire week. None of us left the house literally for a week.
Because that is the socially responsible
thing
to do.
Sure is nice we live in this house and not the slightly smaller one. And John's
where we would have gone crazy.
And John's sock bed utopian fantasy.
Even the previous house.
And John's sock bed utopian fantasy, Amarith. Yeah, we would have gone nuts at the last house. Well, the house in John's sock bed utopian fantasy is like about as nice as our old house, but it's bigger. It's got as much space as we want because we can just we got to rent like the add-on in between where we put Jamie's crafting room and our entertaining space. It's like anyway, it was a very detailed dream for having only lasted 40 or an hour 15 minutes. But anyway,
fucking excuse you, mate.
Yeah, right. Anyway, that's not the point. John the Branch is going to explain something. What was I explaining? Oh yeah, the oral history of Jack in the Box. So yeah, the bit episode is I take you, the gamer, at home, whatever your favorite drug is, be it caffeine, sugar, heroin. It's not heroin, but use your imagination, and that's what I'm on. I went and did a lot of that, and it's been a couple weeks, so it hit me pretty hard. Yeah, I explained a thing to you, and
I might die.
Hey, we had a friend of ours on the internet ask what is Jack in the Box? I don't know anything about that restaurant, which is crazy to me because Jack in the Box.
No, because we had an actual save.
Oh, cool. Jack in the Box has been big in the West Coast, or at least our part of the West Coast, for a bit since we were kids, for generations now. I grew up and it was next to the McDonald's. Next to one of the 10 McDonald's as I knew about, but we had a few here in Las Vegas when I was growing up. And my initial exposure, and here I'm telling the oral history of Jack in the Box. It was like a worse McDonald's. It was like if you wanted lower tier meat and like felt like it had been sitting under a heat lamp longer and slightly less selection than McDonald's in the late 80s, early 90s, you went to Jack in the Box. Which is weird, because there was always a McDonald's in range of Jack in the Box. Maybe you're supposed to shoot down from above. Maybe just charge shots down.
No, the power missiles worked last time.
Yeah, but, oh, cool, you stopped one of them for me, at least.
Well, no, it's like sometimes they're, like, if they're flashy, they're gonna auto-form.
Oh, okay. I thought if you were standing right on top of them, though, that they wouldn't. Oh, no, but since you were standing on the other ones that didn't auto-form, you were able to kill them. Gotcha. Yeah, so they were, it looked like they didn't auto-form, or was that a slightly lower tier version? You should absorb those things before they do form into something. Oh, they just vanished. Okay, cool. Whatevs. So yeah, that's what Jack in the Box was from John ages 4 to 8 or 9, and then just the world ended for Jack in the Box as a company. They had Tainted Meat go out to like a quarter of the country. Like, it was insane how many people got sick. It was like hundreds of people. Some died. There was a giant lawsuit. You heard about this?
I had heard about this.
Yeah. Like, they basically, I'm pretty sure they went into bankruptcy as a company. Lots and lots of franchises closed. Like, the company was basically dead. Like, it wasn't on life support. It was gone. And then, like, just like 3 years later, and I don't remember if locally all the locations closed. I don't remember any new ones opening for sure. And I don't remember going to a Jack in the Box for years at this point. From like, for me, this was ages like 9 to 18, basically. Basically when I started hanging out with Jamie and dating her, because there was a Jack in the Box
near your house?
Near her house. Near her parents' house where she grew up, which is still there.
The house with the Jack in the Box.
Both.
What is the point of this room?
I do not know.
It's just a trap room?
It could be a trap room. So yeah, there was this Jibs, and I went back to it, and I had known that several years before, again, only a few years after the scandal, so I would have been like 12 or 14, maybe even sooner than that. They went through this big rehab, like image rehab thing. Like, if you're familiar with the character Jack, the TV commercial guy, that's when they created that one. They did like Jack is back. They did a huge PR campaign because they had to basically earn back the trust. Oh, it's gonna crumble to dust.
Maybe if we don't move forward.
I think you just shoot it and it's gonna crumble to dust. Oh no!
Nope, he comes alive.
Oh my gosh!
It's Ridley.
Quick, we have to have a PTSD flashback. Ugh!
Scream!
Everything is so gross in this game. So yeah, they got the trust of a lot of America back, and I don't know how much. Maybe they were a national brand, you know. Maybe they were big on the East Coast too, back then. That part I can't tell you, but I can tell you, at some point they got good. They were still kind of greasy, but it's like a classier Burger King, you know. It's the best. If you're gonna get stuck next to one fast food restaurant, honestly, I think that's the one, because they have the most things on the menu that you can stand to eat and will enjoy. So if you get stuck eating there like 2 nights a week or 3 nights a week when you're really poor, it doesn't drive you insane. You always have something you can eat that you're not tired of eating. So yeah, whoops, we died.
Yeah, that was kind of like,
all right,
assume that would happen.
Yeah, well, every boss, right?
Pretty much every boss.
Okay, we need to remember to make that save state when we kill the red dude.
It's that we weren't very far back, so I was like,
yeah, we kill the red door guard, though. Let's make a save state. Do we want to come back, or are we gonna...
No, it's like literally right here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's the oral history of Jack in the Box from John the Branch. And, like, this is the first time we haven't lived within a 5-minute drive of one.
Yeah, it's 6 minutes.
Like 13 years, and it's driving us crazy because that was our go-to restaurant. Mm-hmm. You know, that was not our go-to, it was our default restaurant. It was
well, there's nothing else that we can do for food.
Well, there's nothing else, guess we'll do this. And it's really good for that, you know. If you're going to ask favorite fast food restaurant, right now it's Freddy's Steak Burgers,
but they're far away.
And expensive. Like, even if they were 5 minutes away, you wouldn't want to eat there but more than once every couple weeks to justify the expense, because it's almost the price of going to, you know, sitting down at Red Robin. You know, it's Red Robin minus the tip. Gosh, this is so fucking loud. I need to, like, it's got me like shouting. I've been talking super loud the whole session. My throat is going sore. Wah. Oh, like it's a slower, more subdued version of his theme. You hear it?
It's also because it's lagging.
His hyper loud screeching over top of it. Jeez, Nintendo 2002. The fuck were you thinking? You released this. You canceled Metroid Dread. Was it worse than this? Was Metroid Prime 4 turning out to be worse than this before you canceled it? Like, how big of a turd does a game have to be before you don't be like, hey, maybe drop this back in development for a few more months, like, fix the fucking bosses, make it fucking linear, make it less obtuse. Like, you seem to have, like, included everything everyone hated from all the other games and included nothing they liked. Oh my gosh, Amarith, I hate this game so much, I can feel my blood pressure rising. My ears are ringing. Like, I am I'm genuinely upset about how bad this game is. Like, you know, like, the Nintendo seal of quality on an LJN game is one thing. The Nintendo seal of quality on a Nintendo game is entirely different. And this entire series has actually been just us taking an excuse to make a long-form review of, like, real time of just how bad a AAA or AA Game Boy game can be. What, that palette shift?
No, just the fact that, like, there's no tell that, like, the missiles are doing dick all damage to him.
Oh, they weren't hurting him?
No.
Oh. Nice.
Like you saw how many missiles I was fucking pumping him with.
Yeah. And then you can just brute force with this bullshit. I mean, it looks like you can't just brute force with it, but it looks like you're gonna die this time. But you won't die next time. But that'll be, well, let's see if you live, and then I'll call it. How about that? It's got really tense all of a sudden. I put my headphones back in and immediately regretted it. Oh, okay, cool. Now you gotta kill the final form.
The not real.
I don't think it has the holes. I think
the space germ.
Yeah, the space germ.
I mean, I'm not wrong, right?
Amarith, I think you're doing it. I think this episode's going into overtime. Holy shit! Good job. I'm so proud of you. You're such a gamer. You're such a gamer girl!
I did it!
Oh my gosh! Tell people you're
water!
Oh my gosh! You're the real gamer now, dog! Just save a safe state. Yeah. The next time on the branch. Good job, Amarith!
Yay! Look, I'm electric!
That was only the second try. Oh yeah, and you're electric. And you have the hook, the screw shot. Screw a shot now. Next time on the branch.